Hey guys, how you doing today? Um, I just started my channel, so I wanted to show you guys like my collection of coins that I've found over the years and just stuff that I've collected metal detecting. So, whatever started it all was I think this Indian head penny 1906 plain. I was cleaning out my dad's truck one day and I got all his change out and was just looking through it and I happened to find this. So I thought that was really bizarre, a 1906 penny doing in some pocket change. I just thought it was crazy. So I kind of liked that. I kind of just started collecting coins from then. And then I used to go to this old mine shaft behind my house, just around the hill. And I found this silver dollar, believe it or not, just on the floor from 1892, and it's an S Mint mark. It's it's all thrashed, as you can see. There's big old slices in the side, and it's all worn down. But I thought that was, obviously it's really cool to find a silver dollar, especially on the floor, just without a metal detector, just laying there. When I first found it, I didn't know what it was. I was like 13 years old, and I was like, wow, what is this big old heavy circular disc? Because it was just so black, I couldn't tell what it was. So I cleaned it up, and yeah. It's pretty worn, but I'm happy with it. I found this Indian head, Indian nickel, buffalo nickel, at the same spot. This was dug with the metal detector. As you can see, it's pretty black and corroded, but it's not bad. All the details there. It's just kind of a black from the finish. 1919 S. So I thought that was a pretty good coin. Didn't really expect to find a nickel there. I was just digging midtones and my old metal detector. I couldn't really find anything with the metal detector. It was a really crappy metal detector, so I was lucky to find this, really. So I really like that. It's kind of coming off, that finish. It's like coming out. And then in my downtown Acton where I live, there's a bunch of open fields that gets plowed a lot. I did find this mercury diamond in one of those fields, and it was just on the floor, just like the silver dollar was, but I had my metal detector with me, and I was walking over it. I think it gets plowed a lot, so I think it was just on the surface when he plowed one day, and he just brought it up. So, 1942 D, and I think it's pretty nice. Everything's there. Nothing's worn off. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit more, though. But I like that. It's a pretty coin. I went to the beach about 6 months ago with my friends. Oops. And I brought my metal detector with me, and I found this 64 quarter, so it barely made the cut. But I was pretty excited when I found it because I've never really found a quarter before 65. So it's in pretty nice shape. I just need to clean out the edges of it. But it's pretty nice. I like it. By where I found the mercury diamond, I did find this Susan B. Anthony dollar. It's clad, but it's really hard to find a dollar coin, really. So I thought that was really cool that I found that. Not really sure how people drop these just randomly like that, but it's pretty cool. I did find a couple, just bogus tokens, just a Six Flags token from like the 80s. I thought that was really weird because I found it. I'm like, what is this? I thought that was some kind of coin, but I cleaned it up and it was just a Six Flags token, so it really isn't nothing really. I just found one of these, these play tokens. They're pretty common. Thought it was gonna be a quarter, but it's all right. And then I found this this bus token, good for one fare. And it's Alameda Contra Costa District, Transit District, 1961, and that's like up north in the Bay Area. So I don't really know why this was down here in Southern California. I did hit it with my shovel. You can see that big old scrape across it, so I was kind of mad about that. But nonetheless, it's pretty cool. I found a 1942 Canadian cent at the school that I go to a lot. I'm not sure who that guy is. I know he's one of the, kings or whatever you call him. I'm not sure why I found a 42, Canadian cent there. I'm sure a kid had it in his pocket one day and just dropped it. I found another weird coin. It's a Australian coin. I think it's like 1 penny. It just says 1 on there. But this is from like 1966 or so. So it's not too old, but just, it's really cool. I mean, it's an Australian coin. Never really figured I'd find one of those here in California. So, I mean, you just never know where you're going to find. I think my best find ever was this pocket watch. It's really nice. I think it's gold plated. It's not solid gold. But I did find this at the school too. And it's made by Hampton Watch Co. And I went on their website and I actually tracked down the patent number, or the number on the pocket watch, and it dated back to 1907, which is the year that this was made specifically. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's a big old slice across the front from probably a mower or a plow or something. So I thought this was really cool to find. It's really pretty. I like the design on it. And I mean, you can open it up. Everything's nice and nothing's really rusted. I mean, there's a little bit of rust, but I mean, all the gears are there and all that stuff. So the model's called General Stark, and apparently that guy's from the Civil War, like a general from the Civil War. So they made a pocket watch after him. So I thought that was pretty cool. At the mine as well, I found this big old piece here, and I'm pretty sure it's a thermometer for an old tractor or some kind of vehicle, because I mean, there's a big cylinder up the front and it says cool motor, and then you get to up here it says summer or average, and then you get to the very top and it says danger steam. It says a sudden rise indicates trouble, stop and investigate. So I'm pretty sure this has to do with like a tractor or something. And you get on this side and it says Boyle Motometer, universal mode. So I thought that was pretty cool. And the patents are from like the early 1900s, like 1913, 1914, 1918, 1918, so it's pretty old nonetheless. And this little baggie is just a bunch of like just buttons and just stuff like brass objects that I found. Nothing spectacular, nothing really too old. I mean, in California you don't really find any of those really old buttons like the guys on the East Coast do. I do like to collect like bullets. You got your bullets. You got your bullet casings, and I do find some old ones. Old like 4570s and stuff that you found like in downtown Acton, which like isn't that big, but you still can't shoot down there. So I figured, well, if there's casings down there, it has to be really old before the town was even really built. And I did find a bunch of shotgun shells. I mean, look at how much I got. I mean, there is some old ones in there from like the 1800s, but most of them are from like the 40s or 50s. They're all paper cartridges, so they're not too young or modern. I just found, some old toy cars. Nothing really old. I mean, just the 70s, 60s. Just old stuff in here. Just, weird little cap gun. Pocket watch. It's pretty cool. This has a guy on there. It says Prince Albert Crimp Cut. Old Yale lock. That's gotta be like a pound of brass. I mean, it's massive. Somebody cut it. So I thought that was cool. I did find an old Nokia phone. Or Motorola. Yeah, Motorola. Everything's in there. The SIM card was even in there too. I wanted to put it in my phone and see what was on it, but I don't think it'll work. It's so old. So I thought that was pretty funny. I found that. It really blew up my metal detector. It was a really good tone. Just some old forks and spoons and stuff like that. So I just wanted to show you guys what I got, and hopefully I'll find some more throughout the way. I don't really find much, but I do have fun going out there and just exploring and seeing new things. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you, and I'll be back on soon.